server is not up 2 hours down the line, my billing will be in losses. I mean, my customers will not be able to log on to those servers. So I used to actually carry out those drills. I had a mini kind of environment in my home, and I used to carry out those drills, manage those activities at my home, and I used to ensure 2 hours means my job was done in 1 hour 30 minutes, and 30 minutes for reviewing, okay, whatever was done was correct or not.
But you were not able to hire.
When I actually went into hiring another DBA for my setup, I was very open to even allowing women to do it. The first time when I hired, I just said, okay, doesn't matter, whosoever it is. But when I asked her to attend those outages, she threw a lot of tantrums. And that was a time when I realized that preparedness lies in your mind. And that has to be actually identified when you actually choose the professional. So if it is with the candidate, whether it is a girl or a boy or a man or a woman, the person is for it. And if it is not, I did something which I opted out is I used to list down those points. I said, look, these are the factors which you have to go through. Are you ready for that? If you are not aware, please take a day, take 2 more days, go, speak to your parents, consult whomsoever you want to, and find out whether you're ready for that. I can also opt you that you work with me for 2 months, prepare yourself and see whether you can go for those kind of assignments, only then you're fit for the job. So this is how I made it slightly cozy for them.
Yeah, I think to add to what you said,
Yeah,
what you asked.
so there is a kind of a jitteriness, like what you said, to man certain positions when you actually have to think whether, will you face those kind of jitteriness or kind of embarrassments in future on behalf of your services towards the customer, not as a man or a woman to the customer. So that is more important. So these are the factors which actually hold you behind. In fact, you were mentioning about yourself, Wipro, when my husband has been very closely associated with Wipro, there was a policy that for support operations, they never used to ask women employees to join in for that particular activity. But as on date, they have a number of women employees. So things have changed. It's because they have been convincingly delivering those activities pretty well. And today I have a few employees, who walk into my room and says, "Ma'am, agar mujhe tour pe bhi jana hai na, you have to consider me." So things have changed. So they started realizing themselves better that, that to do something, to prove themselves, they have to do all these. So that is part and parcel of the
Right, exactly. And it goes back to the same point of, if I as an individual am making that investment, is my ecosystem making that investment? And as organizations, here's the challenge and the opportunity, that are we going to let go of this talent, or are we going to do something about it? Are they going to invest in themselves, and are we going to invest in them? And just to sort of, on your point of discrimination, there were 30 million women who dropped out from Indian workforce after liberalization. 30 million, which is almost like running a factory 50% capacity, right?
Well, I also tend to agree with the fact that it has a lot to do with the profile. As an example, I for a position of, say, an executive assistant to me, I wanted to hire somebody whom I would depend upon for many years to come. Those are the people who you share a lot of information with, and you train them for a long time before they actually get the hang of what they're supposed to do. And in the recent past, I went through 3 of them, and then finally I called HR and I said, find me a woman. She should be married. She should be done having her children. Her husband must run a business in Chandigarh so that he never moves away. This is the profile. Find this woman and bring her to me, and I will explain the JD after that. So sometimes you go by JD first and then you locate the candidate. Sometimes you profile the candidate first and then you pick the JD.
So we get a call from insurance company to say, our insurance advisors don't stay. So you must find us women between 30 and something, they had an age number. They should have 2 children, not 1.
Correct.
So
What if they have the second one?
What if they have the second one? And no 3. So I'm like, you'd rather sharp.
So that's exactly what I'm saying. I actually called my HR head and gave her this brief. I said, this is what I want.
So that
Yeah.
when women probably think that they are not fit for a career anymore, I think times are in when the
Absolutely.
career begins.
Exactly, which is what she's doing. She's bringing exactly people
So it's
like
like
that out.
flexitimes.com.
And being able to, offer them those kind of opportunities where they can still work after they are done with all of that.
I think from the corporate side, this is a big big opportunity to add value, finding the right skill, reducing attrition, improving your quality of people, also reducing your own cost. I mean, virtualization allows us so much. Modularity in work is great because it makes sure your company culture is built towards focuses on results. You're working in a result-only work environment. And that's the message you send out. And then, of course, there's a lot of support that backs you.
So
we have another 10 minutes or
questions.
couple of questions. Amit has a question.
I'll make things much more simpler for you and you really guys can go on full throttle. The question is this, that certain traits women are supposedly better than men. Certain traits women are better than men. I mean, it's God gifted, whatever you may say. Now you were talking about certain traits, three of you were talking about where women have broken those glass barriers and crossed on the other line and probably done better than the other gender. I'm saying what are the traits which come naturally to you better in work and management? So I'm not saying from a gender specific that I'm heading an organization and I'm a male. Be it male or a female, at the time of hiring, not to have, I mean, you might have reasons to hire somebody with one kid or otherwise, but I'm saying in general, whether married, otherwise, what will come naturally to you better? So when we are hiring, we know for that particular JD or a profile, a woman may work out better than a man.
Can I say
So,
that?
yeah, please.
I'll share with you one example. So as an entrepreneur, I'm a very big picture person. I'm great at setting the template and figuring out, how does this whole thing work? You ask me to do one operational task and chances are I'll do it, with a failure rate. Doesn't work out. So one of the learnings as I built this organization is to have people with impeccable execution skills, whether it is Excel or MIS or sales and online and programming and you name it, content, skills. I mean, most people who I hire for any of the positions in my organization would do it at least 5 times better than what I would have done. And that's a given, that you have to be really good, you should be able to teach me a thing or two. In terms of what jobs go to women, we are a women-focused organization, so that's a market for us and that orientation decides it for us. But all customer calls, because women call us and they call us, the fact that she's made a call is a big deal. She's already taken that step, and as an organization, it's our mandate to make sure they're supported, they don't go away at that point. We make sure all the people who are talking to our customers are moms themselves or women who have a caregiving responsibility. No college kids, no men. So in a way, we are doing reverse discrimination for all those years. But the fact is, we know that all our coaches are women, because that one-to-one session that this woman's going to have with a coach will threadbare her life. It's your life in a mirror and even more, maybe by a few degrees. So those roles are definitely going to women. Sales is a gender neutral role for us. Programming is a gender neutral. That's very skill based. So our moderators, we've got a chapter in large cities, all cities, which means they're all women. They have to be, and they also have to fit a profile. They have to be somebody who has the makings of a leader without overshadowing the community. So things like that.
All profiles, which need consistent monitoring. Most women are apt for those profiles. Very easily they suit into those profiles. So any profile which suits into those kind of activities or fits into those kind of which needs monitoring, coordination, multitasking, most women fit pretty well and they do perform very well. Because sequencing is an inherent quality amongst women. So that is what they normally utilize their potential into those kind of activities. And always convinced to monitor those small activities or whatever the progress within a particular project is very easily done by them because they are doing it at home also. So it's the same thing is shown in their work profile also. So that is pretty obvious.
For example, is when we used to have notes in the college, school, we would always tell, I'm sorry, accepted. Take it from a girl and pade to jayenge.
See, they are always convinced to be organized.
So the question is somebody has more grey matter or otherwise. I'm saying with due respect.
It's
The
just
male is a
general
proper,
traits,
female is
yeah.
proper.
You're looking at diligence as one.
Yeah, so
You're
my
looking
question
at
is top 3 areas of management. I'm looking for a very objective answer. in your personal views, respectively, like this particular job is better suited for female?
Operational, definitely. I look at
HR, for instance,
Sorry?
HR. An HR head profile is always better suited to. I have a team of 4 in HR. There are 3 girls and 1 boy. And the boy has been, the brief was, एक लड़का रख लो कभी से एक दफा भागने वाले काम करने वाले. In general, I want 3 girls because they are more compassionate, they are more willing to listen, they are more willing to, sit and thrash out a problem with an
This
employee.
is taste of your own medicine, I'm sorry.
No, I am putting it in home perspective also. Husband रख लो भागने के लिए
And at the same time, there are sometimes it is the other way around. Sometimes you meet with women who are very diligent, and sometimes the brief is find me a diligent, non-ambitious woman. That's also there. Sometimes you're looking at even that because men tend to be way more ambitious, like we discussed earlier, where women don't tend to. The measure of success, so the diligence levels are very high, but the ambition levels are not necessarily very high. So a lot of times you also end up, as a woman, also again discriminate sometimes and say, but I think these are traits which are there. They are more compassionate, definitely. They are a lot more willing listeners. They are good at diligence-related skills. They are very good at that. They are very, intelligent in many ways.
And in terms of strategic areas, I think a lot of times, so here's the thing, typically, and this is true of businesses everywhere, the assumption is that leave the strategy, how this is going to stack up, where in the marketplace to us, and then when it comes to rollout, we'll execution. But here's the thing, great organizations, the ones who are changing the flavor of their offering, the ones who are now saying, hey, listen, we all think alike, we have, 15 blue suits in the boardroom, let's do something different. So last week we met with Steve Fellis, who heads Dell operations worldwide, next to Michael Dell. And guess what we learned? Dell has a CIO who is a woman, a CMO who is a woman, and the one who has taken their entry into the whole cloud, SaaS, change the flavor of the company. There is a much different company as opposed to the one that we thought used to make computers, right? So a lot of organizations are flirting with that, right from Bain Consulting, which is now led by a woman. Similarly, I think things are changing at places like the IMF, because if you have a different strategic bent of mind, which is more inclusive, and we've seen what Wall Street and the Goldman Sachs and the Lehman Brothers have done to us, everyone's willing to give growth, inclusiveness, a chance, and not for favor of women. They're not doing it for women, they're doing it for themselves, but it works fine.
So we have one more question from Daily Post.
From this business viewpoint, being a girl, we are also 3 sisters, and we have the habit, there are people around us who are like, she's a girl, she can't do it. So we have the habit of giving it back answer that we will do it. How can you say that we can't do it?
Right.
So have you ever come across such situations in life? Though the scenario has changed, there are people, there are parents, there are families who think that girls are just to be they can do BA or BA, and after that they have to get married. So what is your viewpoint regarding that? How to change the mentality of those people? How to give them the answer that the time will change. They can do anything they want to do. So regarding that, I would like to ask. It's a very general question.
Right.
So
So we'll have Sairi answer that for you first. I'll give you my gyan last.
Retail alone. Always be thankful to people who say you can't.
exactly.
Yeah.
Always be
They
thankful.
rise the feelings in you that you have to do.
Now you wait and watch, baby.
Exactly.
Yes.
I will show you.
That's a very simple thing. I don't remember ever facing something of that sort. I always remember my relatives looking at my parents with a little sorry face, ki bechare teen beti hai, But then I think today, if you see those guys and their children, and you see me and my 2 sisters, who are one of them is the CMO of Axis Bank, and the other is the managing director of NMDC. They are doing very, very well for themselves. I don't think my parents, they could be prouder parents today, because like I said earlier, my father made sure that we learned what boys should know, and my mother made sure that we
Exactly.
learned
I
what.
have my parents who are there to support me at every step, but I have seen people, their parents are not supporting.
Yeah. So a lot of times even your girlfriends will tell you कि ये मत कर, तू तो लड़की है.
Yeah,
So who are the people who pull down from there. And you look at this particular aspect, it's there across the board. A woman does not want a girl child. We've all seen that, right? That's also there. So it stems right all the way from there. So the only thing we can do is say now you wait and watch, and you're not even out to show them. So like she said, be grateful to people like that, because they are the ones who are bringing out the best in you inadvertently. You know, it's a good thing that's happening with you.
So we have time for one more question and then we leave the floor for one-on-one interaction. Any questions? Last one.
Anybody else?
I want to ask a question. From all this discussion, it's evident that all three of you have tasted success. Hello. You are at a very high status, have success, but it reveals that you have stepped up, very easily. So very seldom in life.
Stepped up very easy.
Yes, from all the discussions today. So very seldom in life it happens, that you tread fast so easily. Definitely in life, there are ups and downs, and there are phases, when you get totally frustrated that, I don't know, I spent 4 years and this is what I've got. Maybe after 10 years, sometimes you feel that, 10 years, this is what I have got. So if you work on a scale of success like we had been discussing, so one feels every time that this is my target, I should have reached this place, but I am still a little short of that, and I have to cover it up. So in all three of you, I would like to ask, where has been these kind of moments, where you had been frustrated, and why did I do it? Or this is the.
Let's start with Chandran.
Yes.
I would not use the word frustration, but definitely I would say yes, I have compromised in a lot of situations wherein it's like probably I had a business proposal, I had to go and give a presentation. It clashed with my son's examinations. So maybe I've probably taken a back seat on those business goals. So yes, it could have been a compromise, and probably if I would say that okay, I missed a business, some business out of it. Yes, I did miss a business, some business out of it. And let's say if it was too passionate for me, then it would have led to a small amount of frustration. But again, at that point of time, you self-educate yourself, okay, what is still waiting in for you few days down the line or few years down the line. If you've done something good for your child's upbringing, probably that attention was required. So those kind of compromises. I had probably had to attend a very good, interesting training session, but it was not well clocked with my child's schedule or my, family commitments. So probably, yes, I have made those compromises at times.
Wonderful.
Also, and it's unfair of you to say that it seems that we all came up and reached where we reached without
Yes.
because we all are very happy as of today, but you don't know the background, right?
It could be just
So-
Saturday evening.
Yeah.
You should see us on Monday mornings.
Monday mornings.
Just to give you a little bit of background on my life, when I finished college, I wanted to get married immediately because I knew that I found somebody that I want to spend my life with and I want to work with. So our connect was more work than anything else. My husband and I used to work together and we made together 2,500 rupees per month. That was the amount of work, money that we used to manage to do. And majority of the work that we did revolved around printing, screen printing visiting cards for companies. And I would say not even companies, sometimes he would even go and ask shopkeepers in sector 18 whether they wanted visiting cards. If you have seen Santram, Mangatram, Jain Jewelers in sector 17, आप अगली बारी जाइएगा ध्यान से उनका ग्रेनाइट बोर्ड देखना, उसके ऊपर कॉपर में अल्फाबेट्स लगे हुए संतराम मंगतराम जैन ज्वेलर्स। वो मेरे हस्बैंड और मैंने खुद सीढ़ी के ऊपर चढ़ के ड्रिल करके जब हम कॉलेज में थे हमने खुद अपने हाथ से लगाए।
Very.
So those are things that we have done at that time. Yeah, okay. But what I was trying to say was, it is not necessarily easy. We've done those things, we had to do those things at those points of time. But the bigger picture was always clear and we said, yeah, someday we'll reach there. But there was a huge dignity in labor. One was always willing to get one's hands dirty and say, well, if I have to do this, I'll do it. It's as simple as that. And in our case, we grew our business to a point where in 2002, it came down to zero again. And I still remember that in my entire life, I have recited the Gayatri Mantra twice. One was that night, and one was when I got stuck in an eddy in the Ganga.
Okay.
So I thought I was going to die, so I had to recite the Gayatri Mantra. But these things happen. You go up, you will come down. There is a very simple saying that I believe, this too shall pass. Whether you are happy, that will also pass. If you are sad, that will also pass. Nothing is going to stay the way it is. So make the most of what it is, and that's about it. But ups and downs, though, I need. No two ways about it. And I think if you can turn negative spirals into positive spirals, it's probably the best thing that you can do for your own peace of mind. You know, and if you do that, it's just absolutely wonderful.
Okay, so true of the screensaver, I don't think it's as pretty as it looks and nowhere close. And asking about frustration, so while we built a business which is on verge of getting better or it's going somewhere, we see direction, every day looms large. We can die tomorrow in terms of how this business goes. One little thing in the market can change everything. We mean, personal factors. So I was talking to my daughter, had she said business band kar do ya chhod do, maybe I would have done that, because these are questions you ask yourself every day. But one of the things is, if you're really enjoying it and you know everything what you did today is going to add up to, like what I just said, there is a big picture and something's going to get created. So personally, if tomorrow 10 lakh women went back to work by end of my lifetime, that would be something I'm happily willing to pop it with. Similarly, frustrations happen every single day, whether and you all know that, whether it is payments that have not come in or people who have not delivered, and offices that got sealed because NCD has a new act. Personally, for me, I want to share with you something. So this didn't really come on a platter for me, because I'm the first woman in our family who's working. So I have a entourage of cousins who are married rich businessmen. Okay, so the pressure never went away. In fact, when I was 21, I almost got married, which I didn't have to run out of, but almost there. And I think these are challenges, irrespective of how well we are placed. So we may assume somebody has a great family and whatever. Their challenges are different. Even if we talk to, so I got to hang out with a little bit of the Fortune 500 set when I used to work in a previous consulting firm. The thing with people who are achieving is, they're basically gathering no riffraff. They're collecting what is the best and leaving aside the rest. And same with your relationships and same with your own skills and own life. Some things work for you, some things bring you down. So do away with the ones that are bringing you down. You've got only one life. You don't want to go dead and unhappy to the grave.
That's it.
More participation, and it's very nice to hear Sairi's perspective on how she's trying so hard to get more and more women. So I hope you meet that goal of yours of getting those and pop it in peace. Thank you all so much for coming in today in the heat again. I shall repeat. Thanks so much, Anandi. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you to you all as well. Any questions? Oh.